Today, groups 3 and 4 go at it to figure out who will be moving on to the semi-final round. So far, our semi-final qualifiers are Chase Family Racing with Captain America, NJ Drive Racing with the Winter Soldier, Grumpy Cloud with Silver Surfer, and Gwyngoyle Racing with Drumian. Let's meet the first group who will have a shot at joining them. And here we go, first race of the day. Parasite and the Midnight Shifter up front. Parasite, our lightest contestant. He'll have to be on his game as he's up against 3 bruisers. He pulls into second, Midnight Shifter up front. Parasite trying to pass on the back straight, but Cyborg sneaking on the inside lane to take first. The Midnight Shifter and Parasite follow in that order, and Thanos way behind there, finally crossing the line. Let's see if we can figure out what slowed down Thanos here. And that wall crawl there slowed him down a bit, but not enough to fall so far behind as he did. Let's see if we got another angle here. At the bottom, he comes in here, skidding sideways, totally loses control, almost loses all momentum. It's amazing he even completed the race. And we see Cyborg here with an amazing pass on the inside lane, flying by the Midnight Shifter and Parasite. And then Thanos powering his way home, pushing through that loss of speed. An unbelievable recovery by Thanos. And not a start that we are used to seeing from Arlo Racing, but those wheels are so slick that it helped bring Thanos home. And here we go for race number 2. Thanos pulling out in front, Cyborg cutting in front of Parasite. As they round Deadman's turn, Midnight Shifter far behind, Thanos pulling a 180 there, coming in clutch and making up for that first race. Cyborg all over Thanos, but he keeps his cool. Meanwhile, Parasite makes a move on Cyborg on the outside lane and ends up taking second from Cyborg. The little guy putting up quite a fight here. That just made our totals a lot closer. Arlo Racing with a giant leap from 4th to tied for 1st. As they get off the line for the 3rd race, Thanos in the prime starting position, and he is taking advantage of it. Cyborg trying to cut him off though, but Thanos with a nice block, and he'll hang on for 1st. Cyborg in 2nd. Here comes the Midnight Shifter far behind. And it looks like a DNF for Parasite. Let's see what happened to him. He comes skidding around that turn, and the Midnight Shifter just takes him out, pushing him into Deadman's turn and takes him over the edge, trying to put an end to Parasite. And he almost puts an end to Nick Fury as well. This is the last chance for Miniature Car Racing and Chase Family Racing to catch up, but it's not looking good here. They are gonna need a lot of help as Cyborg and Thanos pull out front. Not what they needed, and Thanos looks like he went for an extra bonus point but was unsuccessful as Cyborg blows them away. Thanos in 2nd, Midnight Shifter in 3rd, and Parasite in 4th. And a complete blowout by Spirit of 64 and Cyborg alongside Arlo Racing and Thanos, both advancing to the semi-final round. Our second group of drivers await. Let's take a look at who they are. Alright, here we go. Group 2, Race 1. Batman and Joker on the outside, Hulk and Mighty Mouse on the inside. As they pull off here, Hulk in the lead. Mighty Mouse goes sideways around the first turn and disappears. Hulk with a huge lead, and he ends up crashing and goes flying off the track. Batman swoops in and takes first, Joker in 2nd. A devastating mistake by Hulk, but let's take a look at Mighty Mouse here as he goes up the ramp sideways off track. Ends up crashing into the median there and takes out Star-Lord and Rocket Raccoon, doing the dirty work for Thanos. And then the Hulk, with a sure win, ends up going sideways out of Deadman's turn. He climbs the curb and ends up hitting the wall, which sends him flying off the track. Alright, race number 2, and Batman with a chance to make it 2 in a row, starting in the pole position. As they barrel down the track, Batman with a nice lead after turn 1, around the summons, gaining distance. And as long as he doesn't make a mistake like the Hulk did, he'll hang on for first, and he does, followed by the Joker and Mighty Mouse. And let's see what happened to the Hulk, as he had another DNF. And it looks like the same exact thing that Mighty Mouse just did. Thanos must be pulling some strings here. But this time, the Hulk was able to avoid the good guys. Hulk goes sliding in, hitting the median here, and something went flying. Was that his tooth? Back at the start for race number 3, and G4 diecast with the Hulk not off to a good start. But dubious diecast and Batman just blowing this one apart, as the Joker here in race number 3 pulling out front, Mighty Mouse in second, Batman pulling some acrobatics there and adding to his already massive lead, as Mighty Mouse blocks him off at the finish and hangs on to second with Hulk in fourth. Alright, here we go, the 4th and final race. This one turning out to be just like the first group, a complete blowout. Hulk and Mighty Mouse up front, but I don't think they can do anything to stop Batman and the Joker, as Batman tries to make a move on Mighty Mouse. Hulk out in front and will take first. Mighty Mouse holding on to second, followed by Batman and Joker. G4 diecast and Numbskull Racing, not much they could do there to climb back into this one after those early crashes. So the Joker with Down Squad Racing and Batman with dubious diecast will move on to the semifinals. And that wraps up the quarterfinals. Congratulations to the teams moving on to the semifinals. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you next week for the start of the semifinals.